Hilchos Sukkah פרק ח' הלכה ט' כל אלו שאמרו ואמרנו שהם פסולים מפני מומן שביאנו. The Rambam begins everything that we said that's invalid because of what they are blemished, as we explained. We'll go down to the Peirush. Oyafilu oy mivnei gezel oy gnevo, because they were robbed or stolen. Yontav Rishon Lulav. That's only the first day that they're possible. Yontav Sheni, on the second day of Yontav, which means in Chutz La'aretz, because the last day of Sukkot you don't have an esrog. Mishar Yomim, including the middle days, which are Chol HaMoed HaKol kosher, everything is kosher. Paslonis Shu Mishum Avodah Zorah, and that which is invalidated because of Avodah Zorah, that's lacking a measure, and the Nesha Oisa Esek Osa Ba'achilo, because you cannot eat it. If it's like olive within the first 3 years, even the first day or the other days, it's possible. The Rebbe disagrees. Not everyone agrees that you can use a stolen esrog or dried out esrog on the other days. Their invalidation is not because it's not beautiful. Because if it's stolen, it's a mitzvah haba ba'avera. And Yovesh v'neshu kemes. And Yovesh because it's like a dead person. In Yerushalmi we find that Yovesh, which is like a mace, is possible. It says lo yamesi mihaluko. And the species that are taken even during halal, you shouldn't say halal on something that's dead. But on the other psulim, the Ravid agrees that they're possible only the first day because they're not hodom. The Magen Mishnah cites the Gemara in Sukkah 36. That's what the disagreement is about. Hanina ate an esrog, and afterwards he took it for the mitzvah. Thus we see that you can fulfill your obligation when it's lacking, like the Rambam. The Gemara questions from if it has a hole in its lacking a little bit even in its possible. The Gemara answers that it's only the first day. Hanina ate on the other days. The Rebbe says that is the Halacha. So we hear the Geonim learned that the psul by the Talmud Minim by the first day is kosher by the other days. Certainly so. Something that's lacking, that's usually the worst thing in a esrog, and it's kosher in the other days. But it doesn't have a shiur or it's avodah zorah, that's lacking in its measurement because it halachically has no size. It's possible even in the other days, and that everyone agrees. And those who say that gozel and yovish is possible in the other days, like the Ravid, they bring the Goyim that agree with the Rambam. The Ramban decides that if it's dry out, it's kosher the other days, and if it's stolen, it's possible because mitzvah haba ba'avera. In Sukkah 30a, there's a machlokes whether if it's stolen, it's possible the other days or not, because the mitzvah haba ba'avera, like the Ravid, or it's only possible on the first day. We're going to go further. Kesem Mishnah questions the words of the Maggid Mishnah that the psul, the invalidation, is because it's not in that species or that's lacking the measurements on the first day and the apostle on the second. That's certainly that if it's not one of the 4 species, it's possible. But it's lacking a measurement. Where did the Maggid Mishnah come along to say it's possible for sure in the other days? And from the Rambam, it seems only Yontav Sheni and the other days is not a proof. But the Rambam is the opinion that Yontav Sheni has the din like the other days, because we do know the reckoning of the months, and therefore the second day is just a minig. Shulchan Aruch codifies the Halacha. Everything we mentioned that they're possible because they have a blemish, or because of theft or robbery, on Yontiv, Rishon alone they're possible, but the other days they're kosher. The Mishnah Berurah cites that the Gra points out that the Machaba says that goes no gonov elsewhere. In other words, here in Sif Hey he says it's kosher, and in Sif Aleph he says it's possible the other days, and he does say like the Rambam. The Ramah adds, there are those who say, there are those who passel If it's stolen all 7 days, that's a minig. But if it's borrowed, you can fulfill your obligation. Therefore, Hodor or Choser is only lacking on the first day, the other days it's kosher. There are more sites. If holes were made in it by rats or rodents, he shouldn't take it even the other days because that makes it unfitting. More is denigrated until he takes off the holes. But if it was dried or had spotted, it's possible 7 days. Even if he cuts off the dried part or the spotted part, it's possible all 7, since it comes from the strength of something that's possible. The Mechaber continues that it's possible because of Avodah Zarah, because you can not eat it like Orlo, or because it's not the species of that's permitted, or it's lacking a measure on Yom Tov Rishon. On the other days it's possible. And those who do 2 days, it's it's possible on the first day. They can take it in the second day, but you don't make a brocha because we're not sure what the halacha is, and when in doubt, you have nothing else. You can take them, but you don't make a brocha. There are more sites. There are those who say it's kosher for a dried lulav, even to make a brocha, and that's the minig on lulavim. The dry ones you can make a brocha, even if there are others that are not dried. But the other species, you should not do so. And there are those who say that myrtle twigs, since they have the smell, they can still be used. You can rely on them when you have nothing else to use.